Welcome to my stick yoga class. I'm Dr. Allison Dellerman coming to you from West LA, California. Stick yoga was created by Dr. Arthur Fagenholtz over 30 years ago in an effort to help wheelchair Olympians gain leverage to be able to stretch their bodies more deeply and effectively. This is an exercise course designed to increase your flexibility, strengthen your muscles, improve your balance, and tune up your brain by increasing your neuroplasticity. So let's begin. So the first thing we want to do is get our bodies moving, get a little circulation. Basically if you've been sitting in a desk all day, that's not good. So you want to warm up, and you're going to go through all different parts of your body that need circulation and some lubrication. So we start with the neck, your cervical spine. We're going to do half moon circles, ear to each shoulder, and we're going to do half moon circles in front and then behind your torso. As you see right now, I'm doing it in the posterior portion. Then you're going to move your shoulders, doing shoulder circles forwards and then backwards. Then we're going to get our entire arms involved. Forwards and backwards again. Then we're going to do a little brain gym. We're going to go right hand behind and left hand in front. So you're going in opposite directions, lighting up both the hemispheres of your brain, which is good exercise for the cerebrum. And if this is difficult, just stop at the top and take it slow. Now we're going to lubricate our elbows and our wrists. Shaking them away. Now we're going to move into our pelvis. Do some nice pelvic circles. Exaggerate the movement for sure. And now in reverse. Then we're doing figure eights, which is easier for females than males, but hey, we can all do it. And then reverse that as well. Back and forth with a little kidney pounding here. Good old-fashioned Tai Chi move. We're also integrating our lower body with our upper body at that time. Now down to our knees, doing some nice knee circles. Changing directions. Now our ankles. Also a little balance while we're there. Try not to fall over. Up on your toes and then on your ankles. On your heels, and then a little bit of jumping to your comfort level. And now we're going to start with our first stick. Grab your 4-foot stick. This is called a 4-foot stick shoulder warm-up. First thing we're going to do is hook your elbows around the stick and just feel how that feels to your chest. You're basically in a state of perfect posture. Then extend your arms out to the ends of the sticks and slowly bring your hands in with your elbows behind you, closer and closer to your torso to get to a point where that's as far as you can go. Then go ahead and do a little rotation, just putting some movement into your workout with the stick. Then you're going to extend your arms out and go back out the way you came in. And now rotate fully. Bring the stick around front. And now we're going to go from side to side. Now what you can't see that's going on here is that the front arm, whatever arm goes in front, is giving a little pulse to the end of the stick to give you more leverage. Basically, the idea with a stick in general is to leverage yourself into a deeper stretch. I'm trying to exaggerate the pulsing movement here, but you can, if you've taken my class, you know what you're doing. Okay, now internal and external rotation of the shoulder joint. Again, we're taking the stick and leveraging ourselves into a deeper stretch. Now in this particular move, I'm integrating the lower body and the upper body, again, lighting up both hemispheres of your brain. Now we're going to take all those moves, because we've warmed up our shoulder, and we're going to integrate them into one big kayaking move. And in a moment, we're going to reverse that, and right there where it looks like a rowing move. Same thing, but your shoulders are all warmed up, nice and juicy and bendy. So this move should feel real good. And you can go back and forth. And each time you cross the midline with the stick, you're lighting up the other hemisphere of your brain. So this is all good brain gym. The course is designed for flexibility, but it's also works on strength and quite a bit on balance as far as, well, you'll see that in the balance pose series at the end of the video, towards the end. Okay, now we're going to do a little threading of the needle. Oh no, sorry, wrong. Basically, we're doing a side stretch here, pulling down with your right arm and not letting go with your left. You throw your hip out as well, and that gives you a deeper stretch on your side, the side of your torso. See here, pulling down with my left arm now. Rotate, pull backwards. This you're going to feel in your abdomen and in your groin, your left groin. Pulling down with the right arm. Now we're going to rotate the other way. Get your other side of your abdomen and your right groin. Pulling down with your left arm. Good. Now we're going to do, let's see, a little rotation here. Oh no. We're going to open up your spine. So basically you're hanging your body weight, catching the stick at the base of your skull, and just letting your body and gravity do the work. A little rotation is always welcome, and you can make it up if there's something else you want to do while you're down there. Go ahead. When you come up, I want you to do it nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. And there you have it. Now we're going to move to our 5-foot stick. These are rattan sticks. They're solid in the middle. They don't break, they don't crack, they don't snap. They're all good. Here's thread the needle. So you start out with your hands behind you. And you're going to do this several times. You should be able to accomplish this because you've already warmed up your shoulders. If you can't, then skip this portion. So now when I come over, I'm leaving my hands in this contorted position to stretch my forearms. Most people don't stretch their forearms. They ignore their forearms, but we're not going to do that in this class. So you can do your kayaking moves, you can swing it back and forth, whatever. You just, because your hands are turned over backwards, you're really getting a very nice stretch on your forearms. See, I'm going back and forth between kayaking and rowing. thread the needle. And shake out anything that's tight. Okay, now for this move, we're going to do a little balance as well as hanging. So you're going to cross your right foot behind your left, which again, you're lighting up both hemispheres of your brain, and you're hanging your body and letting gravity do the work for you. Very small leans to the right and the left. These are not large moves, 5, 6, 7 inches, something like that. Right to left and then forward and backward. Now this doesn't look so difficult, but it's a little harder than it may appear. So be kind to yourself and take your time. Again, there's no hurry in any of this, any of these moves. Then you're going to do the other side. So your left foot now is going behind your right. You're going to go ahead and hang your body. Your arms are not straight. You're going to go from right to left and forward and backward as many times as you'd like. Basically, as you're hanging in this position, you'll feel what's tight and what needs to be stretched, and you'll accommodate for your particular body's needs. You can rock back and forth like that. That's good. Shake it out. Okay, now we're going to get into a warrior 2 position. So your left toes are facing forward and your right toes are facing the opposite direction. You're going to use your arms at first. You've got your right arm coming around the front of the stick and the left arm going behind the stick. You can see just by watching what I'm up to there. I don't want you to be using your body at this point. I just want you to be using your arms. As your right arm pushes down, you're opening up the left shoulder, and you'll feel it in the front of the shoulder. Now we're going to use our body. Come all the way down to the ground. Keeping your back leg straight and your front right leg, in this case, bent. In a lunge, a small lunge. Again, no rush. Please take your time with this. And as you come up, you want your head to follow your lead arm. So I'll demonstrate here again. Hand placement is important here. Again, you are in a small lunge with your left knee bent and your right leg straight behind you. In the beginning of this, we'll use only our arms. You're not using your body to lean into it. A modified warrior 2 pose. Again, designed to open and stretch your shoulders. Now again, here we're using my body, or I am using my body. And watch my head. It's going to follow the stick. So I'm going to look up at the sky when I come backwards. And follow it all the way down to the ground. Okay, now I've graduated to a 6-foot stick, and I'm doing the 2-armed hang. We've done something to it similarly where I cross my legs, but in this position I'm not crossing my legs, I'm not working on balance. I'm simply working on opening up your shoulders and your lower back and your hamstrings in this move. forwards and backwards and right to left. You can play with bending your knees or keeping them straight. You'll get different things stretched depending upon what you choose to do with your knees. Shake it out. Anything that feels like it needs to move, you do it. Now we're going to do a one-armed hang. It's a bit of a modified triangle pose. And you want to turn your head and look up towards the ceiling or towards the sky, wherever you happen to be enjoying your stick workout. Now we do the other side. Again, take your head and look up towards your left arm in this case. Now in this move, I'm taking the stick and pushing most of it towards the right. So my left hand is almost at the end. And then I get it in front of me. And I'm sliding down. It comes from behind your back and then in front of your right knee. This is a triangle pose with a stick. And you want to take your head and try to look up towards the sky. Again, the stick is behind you, pushed all the way over to one side, and then it comes in front of your left knee, which will bend, and you'll see is a modified triangle pose. Slide down the stick as far as you can and go ahead and look up towards your right arm. That's the triangle pose, which is a master pose in the Hatha Yoga. My favorite pose, you're going to throw your left hip out while at the same time extending your right arm. And this is a crazy great stretch. It's the best stretch for your side. Then you're going to lean backwards and forwards. As you lean backwards, you're engaging your abdominal muscles, and you'll feel it in your groin. Take your time with this. This is definitely building strength in your arms because it's a lot of work to push that stick out like that. But it is my favorite move, hands down. Okay, you reach to the very top of the stick. The hand goes below, your left hand goes below your left shoulder, and then you straighten your arm as you throw your right hip out. Then you're going to lean backwards and forwards. Take your time. Gently lean into it. Get your abdominal muscles and your groin. And come on out. And shake it out. Okay, so we're really pushing all the stick to the right at this point. But you're going to slide halfway down the stick so you'll end up in the middle, right there. This is a spinal twist. So you're going to twist to the right around the stick. And then you're going to lean back and forth. So you're going to bend your right knee and then your left knee. Just slowly coming back and forth. But each time you move from one side to the other, do not change your twist. You got to hold the twist around the right and around that stick. When you lean in like to your right like that, you should feel that on the inside of your left thigh. So we're doing a lot of different things here. We're getting a stretch, we're getting a spinal twist, leg fibers, inner thigh specifically. It's one of my favorites. This is a great stretch. Now we're going to get the other side, pushing the stick all the way over to the left, Bringing it around center in front of you, sliding halfway down the stick, and then we're going to twist to the left. We're going to hold that twist throughout the rest of the move. Going to lean to your left. A nice wide stance is a good idea. If it's not wide enough, just make it wider. As you lean there into the left, you're going to feel that on the inside of your right thigh as well. Again, holding the twist to the left the entire time. It's important to shake it out. Whatever you need to shake, you shake it. Okay, now we're going to do a stretch for our triceps, which is the back of our arms. You're going to take your hand and help your right elbow get behind your head a little bit there. And then holding the grip with your right, your left arm is doing the pulling. In this case, this is the second pull, coming around to the front of the thigh, and then we're going to raise it up in the air. That's the third pull. By this time, your tricep is really getting a good stretch. Then we're going to bring it over. That's the fourth pull. And then if you feel like you're up for it, I want you to just bend over and roll into what I call the bug position. At this point, your tricep is super stretched. That's 5 consecutive pulls, and the longer you hold it, the more pull you get. Shake out your arms, your legs. Let's do the other side. You're going to help your left elbow get behind your head, and you're going to pull down with your right arm straight down. That's pull number 1. Bring it around out in front of your right thigh. That's pull number 2. Raise it. Pull number 3. To the side, that's pull number 4. And curl up into a bug. The longer you want to stay here, that's all up to you. And when you come out of this move, you just come out, like with every move, exactly the way you went in. Okay, we're going to stretch our groin here, specifically your right groin. So your left leg goes behind you, and you want to keep that leg straight, your right leg, and your left leg is going to be bent. And you're going to hold the top of the stick. Basically, it's serving as your third leg right now. And you're going to just lower your body weight. No big deal. This is fairly simple to do. You can hold the stick with one hand, 2 hands. I'm actually stretching my right armpit out by holding up high on the stick while I'm at it. So I'm multitasking. Now we're going to do the other side. Stretching your left groin. You can put that stick wherever you want to. Doesn't matter, whatever is comfortable for you. It's helping you as a third leg at this point. A prop. It helps if you breathe, pay attention to your breath. As you lower your body, you are exhaling. Now we're going to stretch our calf muscles. Very similar move. The difference is it's kind of subtle. I'm hoping you can see it visualized well here. I'm turning to the side so you can maybe see it a little bit better. So your back leg is straight, and you're just to a point where you can barely lower your heel onto the ground. That should be translating into a nice stretch that you'll feel in your calf muscle. Then you come up and you bring your heel up and you lower your body with the bent knee slightly. It's not a big move. You're just lowering your body weight and you're getting your soleus muscle, which is underneath your gastrocnemius. And those two muscles comprise your calf muscles. So we're going to do the same thing again. You do this several times by straightening the leg and lowering your heel, feeling that stretch, and then coming up with your heel and lowering your body straight down. Here we'll do the other side again. You can see what I'm up to there. Straight leg in the back, lowering your heel to the ground. Again, the stick in this point is a prop. It's acting as your third leg and assisting you in standing up straight. Keep your spine straight and don't forget to breathe. Soleus muscle stretch here. Heel comes up off the ground. Shake it out. Okay, now we're moving into our balancing series. This is our Superman pose. The stick is helpful here. If you're in a regular yoga class, they aren't giving you a stick, so you're doing that all on one leg. And you're still getting a good workout here because that leg has to hold your body up. Even if you're using the stick for balance, it's not helping you hold your body up. Your leg is. So we're exercising a little bit here, contracting our glutes, using the shoulder girdle as well, 10 times on each side. The other nice thing about this pose is you're getting opposite sides of the body. So again, you're lighting up both sides of your brain. The brain piece is not to be poo-pooed. It's really actually quite extraordinary. There's a course called Brain Gym, where they do a lot of cross-patterning things that help kids with ADD focus. And people who have taken my class have changed their handwriting. It's really crazy, like taking a whole class of this and then coming out on the other side and going, wow, look what happened to my handwriting here. Fascinating. Now we're going to open up our rib cage here a little bit, focus on the torso, just casually loosening it up. You can do this at any point in time throughout the class. You take the stick in front of you, and we're going to do a version of tree pose. No problem, you help your leg get up onto your thigh with your hands, and then as you practice balancing, I want you to lift your stick so that you are truly not using it, but it's there in case you need it. And we'll do the other side. Again, you're going to lift that stick, standing on your left leg. You can move the stick to either side, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing you some options here. Tree pose. Good. All right, now this looks similar. This is a standing pigeon. Basically, you're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee and lower your body weight down. So you're strengthening your right thigh. You're stretching your left deep piriformis in your left gluteal area, which is really important for your lower back. People ignore their glutes all the time, and they don't realize how important those muscles are. They end up with left and right SI joint pain, and all kinds of other problems. Hamstrings, glutes, lower back, all connected, very, very connected, as well as your hip flexors in the front. together. Body's busy, busy, busy. Okay, so now you've done both sides. This is both balance and stretching. Now we're going to really stand just on one leg. The stick is not, it's there to help you. You can use it side to side, like if you need to, if you feel like you're falling over. In this case, you're going to stick the stick. There you go. See this? See what we were able to do there? Loss of balance, and you can just, bam, put the stick down and hold yourself right back up. Okay, so we're extending the leg as we pull it up towards our chest. And all the while, we're standing on our right leg. This is actually one of the hardest moves. If you can't do this, you can put your stick up against a wall, one end, and that's super cheating, but hey, if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. And eventually, you'll be able to do it without the wall. Stick goes underneath the right leg now. Extend the right foot as far out as you can. Do your best to stay standing up. And there you go. Take your time with that move. Back to a 4-foot stick at this point. Oh yeah. Talk about brain gym. This is our baton twirling piece. Now we're going to switch arms. Start slowly and then speed up at your own rate. When I do this move, I can literally feel my brain neurons firing. It's like a great feeling. Then we're going to switch hands in midstream. So what you do is you turn over the stick and you match pinky to pinky, and then you let go. Take it as slowly as you need to. For those of you who've taken my course, you know we start real slow until everybody gets what they're doing, and then speed it up. And then light the sticks on fire, and you got a fire dance, baby. All right, now we're on the ground. Take your 4-foot or 5-foot or 6-foot stick, doesn't matter, and pull those knees in towards your chest. You're compressing your abdomen, massaging your transverse colon, extending your legs with your heels, the soles of your feet facing the ceiling or the sky, to get a deeper and better stretch into your hamstrings and your calf muscles. So we're doing a lot of things here. And breathe. Good. Now we're going to do one leg at a time. You want your left leg on the ground as straight as you can. So you're going to extend your right leg as you pull that towards your chest. You're massaging your ascending colon, your liver, gallbladder on the right side. Now we're going to do the left, same thing. Try to keep your leg that's on the ground straight as possible. Pull that left knee towards your left chest, massaging your descending colon, pancreas, spleen. Okay, then you extend your leg, sole of your foot facing the sky or the ceiling. And always remember you're constantly pulling that leg towards your chest. Don't forget that piece, and don't forget to breathe. Now we're going to do pigeon on our backs. Right ankle over left knee. Stick behind left knee and pull that whole apparatus up towards your chest. Don't pull your head up and strain your neck, please. Leave it down on the ground. Now we're going to reverse and get the other side. Left ankle over the right knee. Stick behind right knee, pulling the whole thing up towards your chest, leaving your head on the ground. And breathe. Okay, so now you're ready for Shavasana. dead corpse pose. You've worked your entire class, basically, for this pose. Your blood is flowing, your arteries are releasing, you've gone through many constrictions, and now you get the complete relaxation. You should lie here for about 2 minutes. So while you're lying down, enjoying your savasana, I want you to focus on your breathing. I want you to slowly inhale through your abdomen, raising your belly nice and high, and then inhaling up through your lungs, vertebra by vertebra up to your top of your shoulders, and then hold it. Just a brief second, and release your breath as slowly as you possibly can. So as you continue to breathe in this fashion, your goal is to exhale twice as long as it took you to inhale. In through your belly, up through your chest, to the top of your shoulders, and hold it for a moment, and then release your breath as slowly as you possibly can. As you focus on your breath, you stay present. You're not thinking about what happened in your past, not thinking about what should be happening in your future. You're simply here and now, at one with your breath, totally present. When you're ready, roll to one side, come to a seated position with your hands up, receiving. Thumbs come together, hands to the chest. Namaste. Thanks for tuning in to Stick Yoga West. I hope you enjoy exercising with your sticks, and if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you're interested in private instruction or wish to purchase sticks, check out my website at Stick Yoga West or contact me directly. Thank you for watching.